Hi everyone, I know you're super excited for science camp and I am going to show you just exactly how you need to pack. You are going to need one container to hold your clothing. It does not have to be a suitcase, a hard suitcase. It can be a backpack that fits all your stuff. It can be a smaller bag, a duffel bag. It just needs to be clearly marked with your name somewhere on the bag, whether it's a luggage tag or a piece of tape with your name clearly on it. Any bag will work, okay? So here we go. First of all, I would like for you to make sure that you bring a good pair of tennis shoes with a good, strong sole. You might want to bring 2 pairs of shoes. I typically wear my hiking shoes, and then I bring a pair of tennis shoes because your feet will get tired. You will be doing a lot of walking. So you might want to bring a second pair of tennis shoes, or if your tennis shoes happen to get wet for any reason during some of our classes, you can have an extra pair available. So you're also going to want to make sure that you bring extra socks, so at least 2 pairs of socks, and maybe an extra pair or 2. You're also going to want to make sure, I'm going to stick these in here. You're going to make sure you bring your underwear, of course. You're going to bring a pair of pajamas. You may want to bring a pair of thermal pajamas, although the rooms do have heaters in them, so they typically don't get too cold in there, but they could depending on how you sleep. You're going to want to bring 2 t-shirts. If you run, depending on the weather, you're going to want to make sure that you bring whatever clothing you think you're going to need. We will be checking the weather and letting you know what we're anticipating as far as weather goes. It has gotten very, very cold up there at times. We've been up there and it's been where we needed gloves and hats, and they do have clothing and bedding and lots of items in case there ever is an emergency and someone needs extra clothing. There are things that they can check out if needed. So I'm gonna bring a pair of leggings. I'm also going to bring a pair of sweatpants that are nice and warm because our night hike can get pretty cold. I'm going to bring a beanie for that night hike. I'm also going to make sure that I bring a sweatshirt or a jacket, depending on how cold, how hot you get. Make sure that you bring that jacket or that sweatshirt, because it does get chilly. Again, like I said, it gets chilly at night. I'm gonna stick that in there. You wanna make sure you have a hat. A baseball cap is great. You're gonna be in the sun up there. You're gonna wanna bring sunscreen, which I do have. If you want to, you can bring a book, throw that book in there. For nighttime, it will be a little noisy in the cabin, I'm sure, as you go to sleep, but you can bring a book. You could also bring a deck of cards if you'd like. Everyone is going to have access to a shower. I'm going to bring my washcloth. Make sure you bring a towel. They do have towels to borrow if you happen to forget it, but you're going to want to bring a towel for your showers because you're going to want to take that shower in the morning or in the afternoon. Your toiletries, you're going to want to make sure you bring a small bag of toiletries if you have a Ziploc bag or something to keep it from leaking all over your clothes. That would be amazing. You're gonna want to bring body wash. A lot of kids struggle with chapped lips up there because it is very, very dry. So make sure you bring chapstick to put in your backpack, a comb or a brush, your toothpaste and toothbrush, your deodorant, super important. Girls, you want to bring hair ties, shampoo, conditioner. I typically don't even wash my hair up there. I wash it before we leave that morning, and then I wait till I get home because the water pressure is not great up there. Some sunscreen. They do not want you to have any aerosols up there, so if you can bring the cream sunscreen, that would be great. That's my toiletry bag. That's all I'm bringing. And I'm going to stick it in here. And I'm going to go over what not to bring. And as you can see, everything fits perfectly in my bag. I even have a little bit of room. One thing too you might want to bring is a pair of sunglasses. You will be in charge of taking care of all of your things. So if you would like to bring a small drawstring backpack, Again, you don't want to be carrying around something heavy, but you can bring a small drawstring backpack if you'd like to hold your water bottle and your journal and your pencil. Or you can bring a small CamelBak if you have one of these to keep yourself hydrated. You can bring a CamelBak if you'd like. You also will be getting a water bottle up there. Chaperones will be getting a coffee mug, but the kids will be getting a water bottle. The water bottle is not a thermos type water bottle. It will not keep cold. So if your child likes colder water, you can bring another water bottle. Please, no Stanleys. You're gonna throw that water bottle in there. And then you're going to also want to bring a lunch for Wednesday. Wednesday is the only meal that we are not served up there. You're gonna wanna bring a lunch in a paper bag or a plastic bag, and again, clearly marked with your name. You don't want to bring any Tupperware containers because those will not be returned. You want to bring something super easy to pack. Please don't overpack because the children cannot have any food, gum, candy, anything in their cabins. We don't want critters walking into the cabins. So you want to make sure that you don't send any extra food. What they eat will be fine, and they will get a snack in the afternoons. So there's plenty of food up there for them to eat. So don't worry about that. We will feed them. But anyway, a sack lunch clearly marked with your name. Now, when you arrive on Wednesday morning, we will need parents to help us load the trailers and the vehicles, but the sack lunches will come into the MPR. The children will put their lunches into their classrooms boxes that will be clearly marked so that we can carry them all up there in a separate vehicle. They will go to a separate place as the chaperone. So if you are a chaperone, please do not pack your lunch with your child because we will be in two separate areas for the orientation. So we'll need separate lunches packed separately. Also, you are going to want to pack a large trash bag. Black trash bags work the best, or just a large trash bag. Again, clearly with your name marked on it. This one is an extra one. I'm gonna stick that into my suitcase just so that I have, in case my other one gets torn or ripped on the way up there, which tends to happen sometimes. But you're going to want to package that large trash bag with your child's name on it. It's going to have a sleeping bag inside. It's going to have, forgot to grab my pillow, your pillow inside, stick that inside of that bag. Also, if you want to bring a heavier jacket, you can do that. If you want to bring a stuffed animal, I forgot to have one right here, but you can bring a stuffed animal to stick inside of your bag. And again, you just want to make sure that it's clearly marked with your name. All of your items need to be clearly marked. As far as medication goes, you are going to want to make sure that if your child takes any sort of medication, you're going to bring that medication directly to me on the day that we leave. This medication form, and I will have extras that morning. This medication form needs to be legible. The prescription has to be legible, and it must be signed by the parent. We also need to know the amount of medication that they're given and when it is given. I will check this in with the nurse up there. They will go through and make sure that they have a list of all the kids who takes medication at what time. One of us adults will accompany them to the infirmary every time they take their medication. We watch them take their medication and then we return them back to wherever they need to go. If it is a prescription, you need to make sure that your prescription, and actually any medication, cannot be expired. If it is expired, they will not give it to your child. I will try to catch that before we go up there, but please make sure you check the prescription, that it matches your child's name. It has the correct dosage. It has a doctor's name on it, and that it is current. It is not expired. And this form will be put into a Ziploc baggie. If you have more than one medication, if you can bring a Ziploc baggie with all of the medication, and again, your child's name clearly marked on it, that just makes it so much easier. I will have extra bags that morning as well. I think that is about it. If you have any questions, please please reach out to us. We would be happy to help you with any questions you might have. So if you, another thing, if you don't have a sleeping bag, we do have a couple that we can lend out to you, and you'll just return those back to one of us at the end of science camp. And if you don't want to bring a sleeping bag, you are more than welcome to bring a sheet. The beds are kind of a not hard plastic, a pretty thick vinyl cover on them, so they're not super comfortable. But if you want to pack a blanket, if you want an extra blanket, you can throw an extra blanket into your bag too. It's totally up to you and how your child sleeps. So again, we'll watch the weather. We'll let you know prior to what the weather will be like, and we'll make sure that you are notified if you need to pack extra clothing or extra layers for your children. If you have those light gloves, you can put gloves in there just in case as well. So we are excited to go to science camp and can't wait to get there.